just spilled all over my desk.
Clean that up first. You can wait. Alright, so I won't look at changing spells then, never mind. I did find a cool spell that I want to run past, but I'll do that later.
You know what else is spilled and dirty? The party, after being in the Feywild for so long. Hi everyone.
Wow, okay, so you kept it.
Welcome back. Spilled Chicken, the game.
That's the name of this title. Spilled honey chicken.
Worried about the honey. You know how hard honey is to clean up?
Very.
Yeah.
The answer is very.
That's why I don't have it.
I mean,
Oh, it's so fucking good, bro.
we can just delay, like, you know, you can just take your time.
Nah,
Like, you know,
it's fine.
go get some more chicken.
Chicken's fine. It's just
Eat it
the
off the
fucking
desk.
things exploded.
Trade it
I
in
can
for
just roll on the
That's
wild table.
God intended.
See? I got a... What do you know?
Okay.
What?
What is with you in 40s? Like, you're fucking...
Shut up.
Every other roll is a 40-something.
I don't think you understand. I can't load my... Wait, why is the Echoes module not open? I need that one.
Too bad.
Okay, roll the 40
Let's go on my
check.
table! Yeah. Oh, you want me to roll a 4 too? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, my fucking god, it
bro's
almost
on
did.
fucking 42.
I'm
That counts,
pretty
right?
sure it
Counts as
is.
42?
No, it doesn't, but they just started streaming, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
This is the
He
cold
already
open.
did his cold open.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's had a call open already.
just letting everyone know who, if they hadn't noticed.
Why the hell is... Am I not able to open my bloody table? It's my table!
Give it
There it is.
fucking seconds, okay?
It's our table, okay?
Except the module wasn't loaded. I'm like, what do you mean you can't load this module? It's in
because
here.
You need to cast Chill Pill.
It's because it was used to copy stuff over from like an old
Chill strip.
thing. It's not
I'm
necessarily
sorry.
used all the time, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, to make it up for you, I'm gonna roll a 2. Oh well.
I will point
I
to
can't get
okay,
free
those
time,
three
right?
numbers were
Mine
true
is
sight for
7.
10 minutes, passing the fuck out, and
57 was...
all of your
I've got that.
gear is shiny and new.
5 minutes
Why
And
is
it
it
smells
always one of
faintly of
these?
lilac.
is negative 2. Hello, this is session 102 of Echoes of the Forgotten. We are down
It's always my birthday.
mim today. As such, this might be a bit of a short one, considering that this like very next part of the Feywild is relied on her a little bit. So, it could be a short stream. And that's fine. We're allowed to do that sometimes. We're tired adults.
We are?
Most of us are nearly 30 in some retrospect.
Or are 30, or more than 30.
Wow, 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 wow,
We
wow,
don't
wow.
talk about this.
One is a
quite
child,
okay, you're like
one's an
7.
actual child.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's an actual parent.
Jingling keys, jingle keys, okay, pay attention.
Woo!
Green
hard to
pay
hide.
attention.
Yeah, I can't wait to now get into the Hana and Radiohead. The fuck?
Nirvana opening for Green Yuri is kind of based.
That is insane that they actually managed to get licenses for that and Radiohead. That is insane. They have budget.
But considering it's a short one, we should kick. Potentially a short one. Let's throw potentially out there. Me and Darren, these are the DMs, are at the whims of the party doing whatever they want. Until we are like,
Yep.
can we please stop? Can we please keep the game moving on, guys? Please. But you
wanna
know
have
what?
role-play
You know what's got control? Darren's got control right now. He's gonna tell us what happened last time.
This is like kicker from the server.
Last time on Echoes, the party continued to flee from their summer court pursuers. With many good rolls and spells being used, the party managed to gain a lead on said pursuers. Eventually, as evening approached, they were looking for a place to rest and came across a strange cabin in the middle of the Feywild. Terra, reasonably freaked out, and so avoided the cabin like the plague. But the rest of them went to investigate as they started to hear the sound of approaching creatures. Most of the party took refuge inside the cabin. Akfa went to get Terra, and she still refused to go. So he jumped in the well to hide instead. Inazaz tried to support Akfa in terror, but when Akfa threw himself down the well, he tried to rush into their house to hide, but didn't make it in time. A giant dragonfly flew past the clearing. Spotting Inazaz, it wheeled back and blew a horn, which drew a group of Summer Court soldiers to the cabin. Zaz took off running to lure away some plant dogs, and as the soldiers moved to follow, they spotted the people in the house and moved to investigate who was inside. The Eladrin who was there moved to where Terra was unfortunately not hidden from his mount, and was somewhat intercepted by Akfa as he jumped out of the well. The fight went on. The Dragonfly Rider eventually left, flying north, but those who engaged the party all succumbed eventually. They needed to rest, and the area's clear Fey-repelling effects. The party chose to stay and rest instead of leaving and gaining more exhaustion. As they settled down for sleep, Zaz went out to practice with a bow and had a chat with Akfa. When he went to return to the cabin, he saw an apparition of a dragonborn man chopping wood, which disappeared as suddenly as it had appeared. And Akfa was startled by the snapping of a bow and an ethereal arrow striking the target Inazaz had been using with enough force to knock it over. And as he turned to see who it was, who had fired it, there was no one there. With many hours until dawn, we continue.
With that, as people might be a bit confused, the party is not getting a long rest. There was a bit of an user error as we read the wrong prompt last week.
I read the wrong prompt.
They did, however, get inspiration for their good rolls, and with Terra's really good roll, they all lost a point of Fey exposure. So they do not get their long rest. They do get a short rest for this 8-hour block, but there were still benefits for the party in the long run.
Can I do an arcane recovery then instead?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Do not
But at this current time, it is the middle of the night. Inazaz, you were about to head back inside the cabin, and Akfa, you were in the northern part, firing on people where they were on the map. You're up here, and Zaz, you were just out here when you both witnessed what you just saw. How are the two of you reacting to these situations?
Well, I saw nothing other than the target to get knocked over. I was going to retrieve arrows.
Yep.
Akva will continue after a moment, but he, just gonna look very carefully in the direction that it should have come from. I imagine he probably knows how to figure out an angle a bow shot from.
Yeah, like it flew almost directly over your shoulder to hit this thing. I don't think there's any you wouldn't have to guess where it came from. Like from the angle, it would have been where roughly Inazaz was standing earlier when he fired it, but Inazaz is nowhere to be seen. Because you heard Inazaz walk off. But you saw it too.
He's after presumably a moment of seeing air. Just gonna go clean up those arrows and head back inside. Probably through the window. Or lack of window.
And Zaz?
I want to go look at where the thing was.
Yeah, you move down towards the well where that stump was where there was splitting wood.
Mm-hmm.
As you move there, like it isn't just that the person is gone, the whole stump and everything that he was splitting wood on is gone too. Like it's just the well and the log next to it that was there earlier this day.
Go stump.
Just gonna have a look around. Don't find anything, I'll go back.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just having a look around, there's no person, there's no stump, there's no logs or axe. It disappeared. You saw it vanish from sight.
Mm-hmm.
I presume you do the
when...
usual check for invisibility, kind of sweep your hand through where it was, and then you don't hit anything. So, yeah.
It's just strange. Go back inside.
And Akfa, you climb in through the window when you're done yours. As I assume, as you're prepping for your rest. anything else happening between now, or are you just going to continue on as if nothing happened?
Do I have a maybe stupid question? The arrow that hit it, that was gone, right? Like,
Yeah.
it was very much spectral. Yep.
It seemed the arrow like had a faint glow to it. It looked like a regular arrow, but it kind of glowed slightly, and then it knocked the target completely over. And when you go to see it, there was only then you saw that there was no additional arrow in the target. The same number that it is as fired as how many there were.
Mm-hmm. No extra divots or anything like that.
There was
And again, this is probably being used a lot, so
No, it's okay. Yeah, like the target is very badly damaged, like from years and years of clear use. But like aside from it knocking the target over, you couldn't tell if this arrow made an extra mark in it.
that makes sense.
It's a well-used target.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm assuming.
Jacket.
Sounds like Zaz, you're just settling down for your part of the rest then.
Yeah. Apprehensively, but yeah.
All right. You settle down. Arkva starts taking his watch. The night may be a bit eerie to the two of you as you sit in this maybe haunted cabin, but eventually sleep does claim you, Zaz. And as time passes, who was the third watch?
I don't know if we decided on that yet, honestly.
I don't think you guys really
Believe
had.
it
You
was-
only really decided first.
I believe it
Put
was
me out there.
me because it was me and someone else because I have just come back from dead and I needed some sleep.
Yeah.
You can put me out there.
I'll be right
We'll
back.
do the last one then. I'm happy to do that.
Right.
Difference
So,
in how I would wake those two up.
how would you?
One would be gentle. The other's getting kicked.
Ow.
I imagine like you walk over, place a hand on Christine, slowly like do like the gentle like shake to wake her up quietly, and then you just like throw a boot. You can from across the room.
Yeah, it's not even my boot. Where did it come from?
Yeah, you throw Christine's boot.
I was gonna say Christine being like, where the fuck is my boot?
I'd like to imagine there's like this place is very decrepit. I am sure there is an old abandoned boot in here somewhere.
Oh, totally. It doesn't. Like,
Probably
there's
filled with
there's
spiders.
places very much like there is like moth chewed and eaten clothing that's like left to bare rags, old like boots that look like they've, you know, the years have just degraded them down to the point where if you just pulled them hard enough, they'd fall apart. Like there's furniture in here, but if you like leaned on the furniture, it would probably fall apart.
So it gets thrown at you and disintegrates.
There you go.
Oh.
Why do that for?
Entertainment.
Fine. Everything going all right?
Watch out for. If I said I was woke up a bit late, that'd be a long story. You two, watch out for ghosts. I think that's what they call them.
I could earlier, but I can't now. But I will keep my eye on it.
You probably should still be taking it easy anyway.
Yep, I know.
I'll keep most of the
Yeah,
perimeter watch.
right. I need to put these over there. Just gonna put down the bundled arrows I forgot to put down. I don't know if Zaz already retrieved some, but or added them back. But yeah.
You return the arrows. All right. The two of you, Akfa, you settle down to rest. Christine and Hugo, you begin your rest. You begin your watch.
What are you two?
How does that go?
Yeah, what are you two exactly doing on your watch?
Hugin is sort of, he gets out of the cabin and he's taking
before
a
you leave,
walk. Yeah.
before you leave, there's just like a hand that sort of reaches up to the top of your arm, like to hold.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend going too far, please.
Just
No.
going to go around the house a couple times, stretch the legs.
There's a brief pause, and she lets go. Don't go too far. Let me take the wider perimeter if needs be. You need to not overexert yourself right now.
Thank you. I'm sorry for dying. So the goodbye time.
Mm. I don't
Strength.
think I don't think an apology is what I was really looking for here. I just don't want you to be causing us to fall further back in this chase.
Very more. Just
Words
hope
mean
we get.
nothing. Action's more important right now.
I'll do my best with what I can.
There's a
Hopefully
silence.
I've been trying to contact and gently nod over to Selena, her mom, just to see how things are every time I have the availability to do so. But between here and Giz Lane, it's been hard.
Why? Why?
I think. I guess I sort of feel responsible at least. Her brother's on the throne and having lies spread into his ears.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily like despots. See how bad things were, and maybe break the bad news lightly. But that's probably not going to be good enough.
Okay. I have a question in return then. Do you believe that she is grateful for your butting into her and family matters? And let it be known that that is my half-brother on that throne as well. I don't like the idea that it's like I don't care either. Why do you need to butt in?
I wasn't fortunate enough to have children. I guess I see you as my daughters and I want to do my best.
Well, then either I recommend you stop, because if that's how you see your children, I'd hate to see who's the next person you're going to see disintegrate upon your death the next time. Or you pull that back a bit and ask, first of all, I'm not going to raise my voice right now, but I do not like that mindset of yours, especially towards me. I choose who's in my life, not the other way around. People do not choose who is in my life. Got that?
I'm not.
If you're going to force yourself onto people, you are no better than the people who you try to fight against. So either look forward for once. Or if you're going to keep looking back, at least be reflective about it. And realize why there are issues. I think at that point she's just going to walk out.
Yeah, you walk outside. You step into the crisp night air.
Yeah. We'll take a
You-
wider perimeter.
Yeah, you start to circle the area. You have time. You move away and start to round the area to keep an eye on the surroundings. Your watch begins to pass. Can I have both of you make perception checks for me?
I can try.
I didn't let Hugo finish what exactly he wanted to do before on his watch as well, if he had anything extra.
I don't think I can do anything extra. I'm just the guy with the sword, dude.
I don't know, it's like you said you're going to do something like in your watch. Like,
I was literally
Should I
just gonna
back
walk
off?
around the house like a couple times to stretch my legs. That's
Okay.
all I was gonna do.
oh, cool. Just wanted to check and make sure.
Roll them into
Yeah, you're
the
good.
tower.
To the tower?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Well, that's going to be hard.
I'm waiting for the. All right, you have inspiration now.
Well, I mean, she would, but she already got it, you know.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
Oh,
Hey, can I,
Oh,
how
no.
about, hear me out, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me, where's the button? Where's the
You
fucking...
want to burn your inspiration to re-roll it?
No, I'm not gonna burn my inspiration. I want to press this button.
Alright, Tides of Chaos to re-roll. Go for it. Roll
That
again.
is so accurate.
Please be a
though.
second one.
She angry.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the second one, but it wasn't
Dude,
much
I'm glad it was
better.
a 2. I'm glad it was a 2 then.
Yeah. As
You
Wow.
go.
as your rest is sort of as it's sort of going about halfway through your watch, as Hugin, you're sort of how are you positioned in the cabin while Christina's walking?
Well, outside on the outer perimeter.
Are you both outside?
Yeah, I'm like literally just walking along the edge
Okay.
of the house. I am like
Yeah, I just didn't know.
like
if
my
you
hand is
were-
on the wood.
I just didn't know if you were doing it after Christine, like sort of.
After
over-
yeah, like give it like maybe 30 minutes, and then I'll go outside.
Yeah.
After that encounter.
Okay. Yeah. Right then, as your both are sort of walking the perimeter, you much closer. As your hand sort of, like as you're sort of around here, and your hand is placed upon the window frame, you hear the sort of mumbling of someone saying something sort of under their breath, but still meant to be audible. In a language I don't think you understand. Yeah, you wouldn't
Was it
understand
goblin?
it. It's not goblin.
It's not goblin.
It's not goblin.
It's not common.
It's not
Damn.
but you sort of get through how it's structured that it's some sort of prayer. There is like obviously it's following some sort of rhythm that someone who's trained within a church could determine, like that it's supposed to be something of a religious nature. But that is like that's before you clear the window. It's like as you've rested your hand on the frame and haven't stepped anywhere forward.
I technically don't have harness. I don't have my divine sense. But can I attempt a religion check?
Yeah, sure.
To kind of just either grasp that or the nature of this house.
You can make a religion check.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll burn an inspiration for this. I'm glad I burned an inspiration for this.
Yeah, I think as you're like trying to focus in on the powers that you have that are currently failing, you kind of like focus in to do what you would normally do as if you would activate your divine sense. But as you do, like trying to focus this power and stuff, you close your eyes, you hear that mumbling inside. It gets a bit louder, but as you open your eyes, nothing's really changed. You just hear talking. Like the talking inside is probably cleared up into clearly someone inside there's someone inside speaking, but it's in a language you don't understand.
Christine. And you would
Yeah.
go.
You go west, you go get her, or go inside?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'll gently move over to here. I hear someone praying. Not them.
She'll nod, start moving forward towards it.
You're moving around to the northern window where he pointed it out.
Yeah.
And what are you doing, Hugan?
I'll go inside and check on the others to see if they're okay.
As you
As
sort
go
of open the door, and as Christine sort of makes their way into the line of sight of the window, Darren, you can continue if you wish.
So, Christine, you look in through the window, and you see just the room. The party members sleeping where they are sleeping, the table where it is. But Hugan, when you open the door, you see a man sitting at the table, sitting over a book. A person, like a dragonborn, sitting at the table, looking at their hands at a book, their hands clasped together, head down slightly, as they're mumbling. Christine, while you don't see this, you start to hear the mumbling in the background. Could you make me a religion check, Christine?
Sure, I can give it a good crack. I'm not good at that. Wasn't my major, but I picked up a few things.
While you start to hear the mumbling, Hugan, you don't understand what they're saying, but you see a dragonborn man sitting at the table in the middle of the party, like there. Christine, as you listen to the mumbling, you barely catch the name. You hear the name Jingadi mentioned in amongst the things. Saying, do you speak Draconic?
Sadly, no. This character does not speak Draconic. Got common, dwarvish, giant, and infernal.
So you don't understand the words of the prayer, but you catch the name Jingadi mixed in amongst
Yeah.
you.
Do you know who knows Draconic?
Selena.
This bitch right here.
But as
Selena, bitch, that's a lovely person.
As you're looking in, Christine, you see nothing. Hugan, what do you do as you see this man sitting at the table there?
His hands are clasped and he's praying.
Mhm.
Is there another chair?
Just the one.
I gently approach.
As you step across the threshold into the house, the prayers stop.
Holding my symbol.
Yeah, both of you hear suddenly as the mumbling stops. Hugan, as you start to walk closer, you see the hands that are clasped, tense intently at the table. You see like the discoloration on the backs of the hands as it's clearly like clasping its hands with great effort. And then, Christine, you hear a loud thump as Hugan, you see the figure at the table push back suddenly and slam one fist down on the table. They grab whatever it is they were praying to, holding, turn, throw whatever they're holding. It slams into the wall just near the window where Christine is, and you hear something impact the wall near you, Christine, before it roars, grabs the table, flips the table, and disappears. As the vision.
Flip?
No, as the vision clears, Hugan, from you seeing to flip the table, You blink, the table's still there, the chair is still there.
And no one else, like us sleeping folk, can't roll perceptions or anything, or we just weren't.
You weren't involved.
That wasn't. Yep.
Christine
Cool.
couldn't see anything. She just heard the
Yeah.
thump, the mumbling, and the thing hitting something impacting the wall near her.
I think the
Oh.
thump would have had her immediately go to like alert, in a sense, like trying to figure out where exactly it was, and then like hearing the thing against the wall brings her back to the vision of the house and like where the mumbling was coming, and looks in, doesn't really see anything, and just has like a light like turns back to look more outwards, but just has a tap of a like knuckle on the glass just to get Hugo's attention. It's just like part looks at him. Like, as in, did you find anything, like, kind of look, or what's going on?
Dragonborn priest. I tried to approach and he got a bit protective. He roared and flipped the table. But
He knocks on the glass again, points to the direction of the door. You're okay.
One last thing as well, right as he was flipping out, Hugan,
yeah.
as he was like getting up and throwing the table, you watch that as like basically he stretched to his full height, like the shirt pulling down slightly. You see on the side of his neck, it's like a scarification because you can't really tattoo dragonborns, so it's like chiseling into the scales of like 4, not the number 4, just like 4 lines in the side of his neck, just like indented, like a tally marker. Some would do like 4.
4?
Yeah. Like this. Like that. Yeah.
All right.
Ghostly dragonborn priest sitting at the table doing a prayer.
Hello?
Yes. I tried approaching. Not sure if he took offense to it or was more protective, and he flipped it. And he roared. It was weird. He had like sort of scarring on his neck for. Did you catch up anything with what he was saying? I couldn't understand anything.
Just as a quick
I-
note
yep.
before jumping in, Christine, you saw Hugan cross the threshold and everything that Hugan did in that. You saw that. You just didn't see the guy.
Yes. Yes. Hugan. Maybe it's something afflicting you specifically, but I did not see anything in there. There was no person, let alone a dragonborn. There was a thump. I thought it would have been something around, but then something hit the wall. You said dragonborn and the number 4 on scarring.
Yes.
I wouldn't know any correlation, but in some of the words, it was definitely draconic being said. I don't know it myself, but I can tell when someone pulls out, well, one of the big 3. Dingadi was mentioned. Life.
You-
Though I'm not sure what that has in correlation. Maybe at this point, Christine just sort of takes a little look around at the perimeter itself, like trying to see if there's any like sort of maybe like partially visible like notes of things that could be like rings or circular things surrounding this place. But
Not
turns back.
really. Like as you look around, it's a very odd glade. Like the trees grow in a near
Yeah.
perfect line around the outsides.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like you could almost say that the tree line is the only ring around this place.
Yes. It could be quite possible that. I mean, praying to a life god. For life. trapped here, something, a tally for, but that, again, we don't know enough. I don't know what he was saying.
You mentioned you said Jingadi on the big
Yes.
three. If I were to do something from this, he was probably the ghost of someone who died here, or made this was his house. And what he was doing was making this sacred ground, hallowing, offering protection of this area. This is why maybe Terra didn't necessarily like coming into here. Not sure if
Do you
anything
have
about
any
it is.
way of knowing that? Is that something you can do?
I used to.
Right.
At the moment, I can't. I can only speculate that's what he was doing. A safe haven.
What do I know of the Hallow spell?
And you know it exists. If you could cast it, you would know of it. But other than that, then you probably haven't. Like, you know how, I think, given you have priestly training in some ways, you know of the hallowed effect, but probably not in-depth knowledge on how to do it or what, like, whatnot.
Did
In the
they
end,
have-
eyes aren't like, for performing ceremonies and whatnot. They're usually out in the world doing their job.
Did they have any sort of thing on them? I mean, in order to do something like that, that must be someone with power.
They had the holy text and the symbol.
An actual cleric, maybe? But,
They haven't been around for ages.
well, that's the thing. It's from when? Probably. Time's different here. Who knows when? Potentially. Unless that feels like something that is either long training as a sort of more knightly paladin order, or it feels like something of an actual cleric. Me, at least. I don't know how powerful this would have been, but if it's like this whole place, and if they said they saw aberrations around, even outside, it's not just the building.
I didn't say it outside, and Arkford did.
Yes.
But
Two starts to become less of a coincidence, though.
from my understanding on what Hallow does, it keeps certain creatures, devils, aberrations, hell, even Fae out, what makes it very uncomfortable for them. Which is why, I guess, Terra didn't want to come in here.
I have an above table question, just because I wasn't here last time. How was Inazaz's reaction to get in here? Like, did he feel very similar? Like, this is very eerie, icky, or like, or was that not really much of a thing with him particularly? It was just terror.
That wasn't really a thing with Zaz.
Hmm.
Zaz has also been acting a little bit different lately.
Yes. Yep.
So
That's
who's to say?
that's the part. Yeah. Cool. That's all I needed. This is mainly just for Christine and mine. But I didn't. Zaz doesn't seem to be affected by this. At least. Well, whatever.
I
Just have
guess,
that little look in through the window. Whatever that
I
is.
guess probably because what Zaz is right now isn't Fae, or isn't directly Fae.
That can't be just a coincidence in that, though.
Yeah.
But it also means that if that is the case, it can't just be a one-person thing.
Hmm.
Just keep an eye out. Stay around the
Um.
base perimeter. Make noise on the wall if you need to get someone up quickly.
Got it. They
Just
look
try
like
not
they're
to-
sleeping okay and they're not harmed. So,
Just try not to interact with things. Just observe. If you need to, like, approach a little bit, but just keep your distance. It could be... If it's like a normal apparition, it could be something where if angered, it will hurt you. And we don't need to start something else right now if they're just allowing us to stay. Just let it happen. If they get too close, move back. If they get too close to them, move them back.
yeah, I've got it.
Okay. And she'll go back to continue her move around.
Yeah. So you return to do your circuit. Hugo,
Yeah.
you're heading back towards like the inner circuit essentially.
Yes.
As you start walking back towards the front area, Christine, to kind of continue your circuit where you're at to, well, as soon as you turn the corner, the front door of the cabin like slams open.
Gonna rush in.
As you move to rush in, the figure you didn't see but Hugin did, this like large dragon-born man bursts out of the door holding a bow in one hand, roaring out in Draconic. You can't understand what he's saying, but he's like yelling out into the forest. He pulls back, fires an arrow that disappears like a foot from where he is, moves, like runs towards, like as if towards you, but then like towards the tree line, drops to one knee as he pulls back. You watch as he draws his fingertips to the bow, pulls back an arrow made of pure lightning from his fingertips, shoots off, and you watch this one strikes out, leaving a trail, like that afterburn image in your eyes as the light streaks off. You see the lightning blast off out from the building, but you don't hear any of the other stuff. And then as you blink to clear your vision, he's gone.
The arrows, did they look like they were going to hit me or past
No.
me or...
He was firing into the tree line.
Okay. Sort of as I turned back, the Hugo probably would have moved up, I imagine, to see the landing.
The lightning, not the, didn't hear anything else.
They must have been attacked here. These people, maybe.
Yeah.
You... Dragonborn. Ran out, bow and arrow. Was fighting something, shooting out into something. The second arrow with a magical lightning. Maybe this place is protected in some aspects of a Halloween, or maybe even just Fey protection. Might even just be one that doesn't fit well with Terra.
Yeah.
If you see any more of them, how many different faces you see, just in case it matters.
I'll note it down.
We'll cross-reference before going to the next watch and pass it along.
Got it. Though I believe we are the last watch, so we'll inform the others when they wake up.
Don't I have a watch?
Yeah, Selena's watch is
You're the-
last.
Yep.
Oh, I thought she was first.
No.
No.
How was that?
No one wanted me to go first. Everyone told me to no, go to sleep.
You should sleep.
As I'm told.
All right, you both
Yeah.
return to your watches,
He's on
The
edge now
last-
completely at this point.
and yeah, like it's fair. As the rest of your watch goes on, there's no more weird apparitions, no more sounds that sound like someone talking or praying in Draconic.
Hmm.
The rest of your watch passes completely uneventfully.
Probably for like the first time in a long while. Like, she never usually fights with weapons, but she's got the snakehead short sword just drawn and ready just in case. Like always, like whenever something like comes out, it's just like preparing to point it with her left hand out.
Yeah.
He'll just do another couple or so laps and then go inside, peeking out of the windows to make sure everything's safe. And if he sees the person again, he'll record what they're doing.
So yeah, neither of you see or hear anything for the rest of the watch.
I'll wake up Selena.
No, you don't. As soon as you try, there's just like a head to like, oh yeah, I'm to like kind of pull you away, and just shakes her head. It's like, I'm gonna do that, thank you.
All right. And I'll take a seat by the fireplace.
Sort of
Like, wakes
gentle
up.
kneel down. Yeah, gentle kneel down. That like probably softer than what even Agvor was doing. Like Christine, just like slowly stir her.
like, she sleeps really still. Like, most of the time, it's sort of like curled on her side. She's pretty cold. Like,
Yeah.
it's still like not quite right. Like the minute you sort of touch her, her eyes kind of flick open sort of lightly. She's just like, it's that time already.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll an insight just looking at you because you're gonna say anything, and I know that you're probably gonna have like some. What does 16 get me? Do I figure out there's some shit going down?
What's the 16 get you? Great question.
Feel free to
I'm
roll
just
a
gonna-
deception.
You want me to roll deception? All right.
I mean, if you, but it depends. Do you want to keep her in the dark about it, or do you want to?
I would have used just passive as like a sense of like, you know,
Passive deception.
like passive charisma. I would just like as a veil, just like to what do you see past instead of deception. So
You
I mean,
rolled it,
it would have been I know, I pressed it because I did. It's not really a deception aspect, it's more of a just like trying to keep like a calm sort of look first, and just there is always a wariness. Like she's looking around probably a bit more, but her main focus is still at you and your health at the moment.
Yeah. It picks it
Yeah.
up more than anything. She's just like, anything I should know about? Any noises in the night? Did you see any people looking for us at all?
Yes, actually, and be careful.
You don't
There's
you don't think that they found us yet, have they?
no,
Can you hear
no,
them
no, no, no.
searching?
Like immediately, like sort of hand on shoulder, just like as a no, that's not it. There seems to be some. Artful says ghosts. There might be some apparitions of some kind that have been around here before. So far, me and Hugin have seen. We might think it's the same Dragonborn person. He saw them praying on like the chair and table right there. I saw them rushing out with a bow. And before I even had my watch, Arkvor mentioned that they saw. It was Arkvor that saw someone chopping wood, correct? Don't get that mixed up.
Hmm?
Am I right with the
Negative.
fact that Akbar was the one that saw the chopping wood? Or was it
That was Zaz.
Zaz? That was Zaz. Alright, thank you. Akbar saw an arrow fly past. I didn't see who. Zaz saw someone chopping wood, apparently.
No aggressiveness, just fragments of things that happened.
I think it is a form of memory in an aspect. There seems to be something that caused them to pray to Jingadi. At least Draconic, I couldn't understand it. But then when I saw them, they rushed out, fighting some in the trees.
Pray to Jingadi. I'll stay close. I'll not stray far from the cabin. If I have to do
Do you
perimeter
need me to
searches,
be-
I'll stay close. You
You
need to
be
sleep.
with you.
No,
I
I'm fine. It's nearly dawn. The sun won't be much. Nighttime won't be much longer in the sky. I'll stay close. I'll do perimeter searches, but they will be close by. I'll stay very close to the cabin, and I can make sound if I need to. You get some sleep. I need to do some writing anyway.
there's a little brief moment, and then just sort of release the sigh, and she'll like sort of go to where her like stuff kind of is, and just sort of drag that more to where the door is, and just sort of lean up against that wall.
Mm.
I'll be here if you need me. Okay.
Oh, you'll be the first to know. She sort of
Goodbye.
like just gets herself set up at like. I think she'd be like nearish the table at first. Once everyone's, she probably just sort of sit at the windows and like look around like out the windows for a little bit. Once she thinks everyone's asleep, I think that she's going to sit at maybe like. Is the table got like 2 seats at it, or is it just one?
Just a single chair.
Just a single chair. I feel like
Yeah.
I don't. Not going to sit at the chair. I think that she would at one point be near the table and probably just like. You didn't say they were draconic, so that's fine. She's probably going to just make her like a quiet sort of like prayer to Jingadi at some point, like just something for like, you know, like good health and long life and stuff like that for the party, and just like for those who need it, for those who are like, it's just the usual sort of stuff of like, you know, let those who are suffering know, have good health and stuff like that.
Yeah, just
I can't think of any fancy words for that, so just it'll be fancy.
I get what you mean. It's like just like the kind of prayer that like anyone would give in one of the temples to be like, oh, you know, I hope the year goes well. I hope my family remains in good health and no one gets sick. I hope we live long lives. Kind of the fancy words.
I ask for your like guidance, and you know, and may your like your light shine upon us as we travel through dark roads and you know, just crap like that.
Yeah, so you said you're just sitting. You're sitting at the chair, that, like at the table.
No. She's not
No?
going to sit at the chair. She'll probably she'd be like sort of looking out the windows and stuff like that. She'd go over to the chair and like near the table and kind of put her hands down on it, sort of like maybe like kneel at the table, have her hands down and kind of like clasped in that like prayer.
Can you make me just an investigation check first?
Sure.
As you're like moving around the room.
That's an 11. That's not very good.
Yeah, this place is old. Like you walk around like checking out the windows and whatnot. As you move up to where that bear pelt, very very old, like many holes in it. Like if it wasn't clearly treated, it would rotted away. But it's still, you know, threadbare and holding together like barely. Haha. that area, like the shelf next to it is the kind where it's like you realize if you push like slightly on one side, it would probably completely collapse. The like tub that Aquifer is next to is if Aquifer like were to actually sit in it and stretch out, it would just fall apart, like that kind of
Oh.
thing. This place is old and barely holding together. And can you make me a religion check? Just
I
for a
can
little,
do
just for
that.
a little prayer.
Yeah, I can do that. I got +6 to religion. I'm going to re-roll that because I want
Okay.
this to be bigger than a 9.
I want number high.
I want big number. That's
big
much
number.
bigger.
As you start reciting the prayer, you come to a rest next to the table, kneel down to a more comfortable position, place your hand on it, starts recounting the prayer quietly so you don't wake the others up. You finish the prayer off, and for a while, nothing seems to happen. The air is very still. You hear the sounds of small animals outside scurrying about, the normal sounds you'd expect to hear, wind blowing past, kind of doing the whole ooh as like it blows past the cabin, but it's not a it's very much not a ghost, clearly wind sound. As you finish your prayer and this time passes, it's probably a thought for a while that maybe you don't think anything is going to happen. But as maybe as you're going to rise from this position to kind of continue moving around, maybe to move outside to do your rounds, the door to the cabin bursts open all of a sudden. And
Go over.
as you turn to see him, stumbling into the room is this old dragonborn man. You see the mark of the mark on their neck of the 4 tallied. They have 3 arrows in their side, and one like in there, like 3 in their like right side and 1 in their left. And as they stumble into the room, they reach up and pull one of the arrows out of their side, drop it to the ground, stumbling in, cursing and draconic under their breath. You notice
are
the
they
place of
saying?
the arrow. Well, so you notice where the arrow falls. While you like, there's no arrow there. You see that on the actual ground in the cabin, that one patch of the wood is slightly darker red, like darker brown than the others around it.
Oh.
And draconic, they're just saying like, "Oh, these bastards." Time and again, as he stumbles forward into the room, the 3 arrows still on the other side as he moves over to the chair and sits down.
What keeps you here, spirit? She says in draconic. And if he's at the table, like right near me, I'm going to cast Spare the Dying.
You cast the spell on him, and as you ask what keeps you here, you hear him draconic. He continues. He's like, "I'm too old for this shit." As he reaches down under the table, he reaches for something you can't see, and then he puts it up on the table, a large bottle of like some alcohol. It's just faded, but you see a bottle. Pulls a cup out that wasn't there previously and pours the cup. Takes a quick, heavy drink, and sits back and goes, "I wasn't cut out for this." Brings the bottle over and pours it on his side and curses again as the sting of the alcohol with the wounds. He puts the bottle down, grabs 2 of the arrows and rips them out of his side. You see where the blood splatters. That part of the vision like fades away as the blood does. But those parts of the wood are that same slightly darker brown. He drops the arrows and they vanish. He's like, I tried for so long.
Did you want to tell me about it?
You have to understand, I tried.
Believe you.
They're gone. They're all gone. It's just me. I know how it works here. It's been hundreds of years. No one out there would even remember me. Why do they still come? He takes the bottle, drinks again, puts it down. I think at this point you're speaking to him and I think at least at this point, he's talking and you can hear him, but it sounds like there's a conversation, but he's not responding to you. He's talking
He's
to
not
something,
talking to me.
nothing.
He's talking to himself. Yeah.
This isn't... I think at this point it clicks that he's not a spirit.
Mm.
He's a memory of this place.
I think at that point when she starts to like realize that she's just going to listen, because it the very least this this person deserves to have like something of them remembered. So like she just tries to take in whatever he's saying and sort of try and understand it to the best of her ability.
He keeps talking, lamenting something that you aren't aware of, a past that he doesn't expound on in this moment of monologuing to nothing for a while. As he stretches back, drinking the last of the bottle, he throws the bottle against the wall. You hear a shatter, but there's no glass there. And you see that same mark of 4 on his neck, a large scar running up the side of his neck where he was clearly hit by something, cutting across all 4, marking it almost like someone strikes a 5 on a tally counter. As he curses, he goes, "You bitch. I gave you my life. I gave everything. You could have at least let me die quietly. What good you all are. What good the gods are." As he slumps down in the chair, head in his hands, sobbing for a bit, and eventually his head just sags slower and slower down to the table, his hands falling limp to the sides, and then eventually over the edge as the apparition fades.
Like, just, I guess, like, recite just a quick prayer to Martian as she realizes that this memory of him is of him dying.
Yeah.
Sort of like sits there and like kneeling in the place, sort of just looking at the seat that he was at, kind of just thinking to herself about everything. Really just remembering what this Dragonborn looked like and how they kind of died all alone. Having a feeling that it probably had something to do with Dread Ramble, but not being certain. It's just a very sad sort of like very melancholic. Someone just being all alone.
That's the only thing that happens in your watch?
Yeah, other than that, she probably does like after a little while she probably does like some perimeter searches close by. But she tends to keep close.
You do your walks, nothing happens. Aside from the sounds of underbrush and whatnot, the sounds of animals. The rest of the watch goes uneventfully, and dawn eventually comes.
Wake everyone up.
You all wake.
You're all awake.
Yay! Present. Nothing untoward happened.
That's good.
It was just a memory. Very sad, violent memory, but a memory nonetheless. I got to see the end of it.
That's good to hear.
Well, let's get going.
As you all awaken and get yourselves ready in the morning, I think an important question to ask is, Inazaz, who wakes up?
When Inazaz wakes up, he will look around with a glare you've all known quite well. This is not where we rested.
Where would you say we rested last?
Welcome back.
Under a mangrove.
Under what?
A mangrove.
Under some foliage. not in a bill.
Hmm.
Big tree.
There was a
Okay.
conversation I was going to have with you before everything, and I guess I got my answer. Maybe we should have this conversation on the road. I don't know if we're like heading out at this point. Like,
It's fine, man. Like, you'll be packing your things up at this point. That's fine, yeah.
I've got,
We don't need to
I've
get a
got
wriggle one.
I've got one thing I do want to ask very quickly. What do you remember of the last day? Anything?
The
I know it's been
last
more than
day
one
when we
day,
went to
but-
sleep.
you don't remember anything.
Yes.
I don't know how we got here, if that's what you're asking.
My theory is that because of this.
I want to cast message real quick to Selena.
Okay.
Turn her head and just whisper with a pointed finger. Probably best if this one knows nothing, and considering how loud and angry this one can be, I don't think that it's a good idea to explain too much.
Responds
can't
back
reply.
to the message. I can't do that. That's not right.
As you
Lies.
both are having this conversation, as he in his ass went to sleep with a bow, he picks it up, looks at it, like, the hell is this? And then just snaps it, throws it to the side.
Okay.
Someone else can do it.
So, in his eyes,
Come back, you grumpy fuck.
I'm not sure what you're going through, but the other guy came out.
What other guy?
He was a bit useless, couldn't cast any spells.
He
Scared
was not
shitless, didn't
useless.
come back.
He just hadn't figured anything out yet.
As a person who is currently useless at this point, yeah, he was.
You're not useless either. You just haven't figured out what you can do. I was going to say this, and I get where everyone's coming from. There's a lot of distrust going on right now, but we don't need that right now. What we need is people's questions answered and a bit of trust. So, I wasn't really going to have this conversation with you, Liz asked. Oh, is that your real name?
Why wouldn't it be?
Because there's two of you. I started to have this theory back when you went to bite me, but it's like two parts of you fought against each other. One was going to bite down, the other was going to throw me away out of harm's way. It felt unnatural. It felt like two people fighting over one body. And while he was dead, I don't know. There was some. I'm guessing it had something to do with the everything around that. She sort of like tries to gloss over that bit. The minds were switched. He was out for a while. I think
I still have
If you-
no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna roll an insight on that.
Yes, please, if I could.
I would like to as well.
Oh, that's a 10. I'm rolling like shit tonight.
I will insp that because I don't have tired.
I was going to continue back and ignoring that he's woken up.
I assumed we were walking because that was kind of what I suggested.
Yeah, I thought we were walking and talking.
It wasn't very clear.
I think this is before.
I
I
thought it
think-
was like as we're packing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
10, 14, and 16?
Yeah.
The look on Inazaz's face, there's no sort of break in the facade that you can detect. It's just if at least right now he does not believe that there is anything else and that this is all just maybe fey trickery or whatever it could be.
This is stupid.
Okay. Seems like you really... There's two minds in one body, and we got to meet the other one. I don't know if you know, but they're trapped. And they just got to hold the reins for a little while, so to speak. He was not dangerous, and he didn't have your magic. He didn't seem to know what he had, honestly. But you're back now, so...
I would like to roll an insight check.
Go for it. She seems... are you doing it to me directly or to the entire party?
Well, he's sort of been questioned by the entire party, but it's mostly to see if they're bullshitting him.
I'd say
It
that,
helps.
like...
Aqua is
15's
avoiding the
pretty-
topic entirely.
I'd say that a 15 would get you, like... There's a level of, like, disappointment on Selena. Like, she was sort of hoping that if she got to speak to this side again, maybe she would understand a little bit more of what's going on to be able to help. So you can tell it's genuine. She truly seems surprised that you're back and disappointed that you don't seem to know what's going on. But there's not really much more to it. You probably shouldn't have broken the bow, considering the fact that if this happens again, he was going to use that. Keep your body safe. I don't know what's going on here, and I guess we can get another. I guess we should go. She just
He
drops
will
it and starts
remain
getting ready
quiet
to
for a
go.
bit.
With your role as well, 15, because you said you're kind of looking like at other people as well.
Mhm.
Christine definitely has like that. She's always had her glares, but this is like a glare of distrust that you have seen throughout the people that she's interacted with, and it's aimed at you.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, I can do one of those.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, hang on. It's fine. Whew.
Is the door mimic?
The house is a mimic.
No, continue with what you're doing.
Well, we touched the door. It wasn't a mimic.
There, you just get that kind of glare you've seen probably a few times towards other people who she's very much trusted, and like it's directed at you. Probably not as harshly, but it's still at you. Doesn't speak. Okay, so
Yeah,
keep
Yeah,
moving.
I'm just packing up and getting ready to go then.
Alright. As everyone gets up, as you've sort of determined that this place can actively have people avoid it being seen, and throughout the night you haven't seen any of the other riders. You haven't seen the other rider that was there come back in this direction. I just ask if there is a final thing that the party wants to do while they're here.
Did we clean up all of the bodies? I can't remember.
Yeah, you guys hid them in case the fly people came back.
I think they're all in the well or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
because if they aren't in the well, I would have
Yeah.
liked to maybe just take them into the house. Oh, actually, no. I feel like that's disrespectful now. Yeah, the well's fine.
I think.
Yeah,
upon
that's the most
sort of-
disrespectful thing.
The well's pretty well, you know.
I think upon sort of as we're all moving out, Christine will have one more turn back just to see if she catches anything. Like maybe like a different figure other than the Dragon Ball or something else, considering he was fighting something.
As you
Trying to gauge something else.
as you step out and look around, you just see this old, quite dilapidated building and this very silent area. Like, it seems weirdly calm for the situation that you're in, no matter what it like, no matter what has happened. This place has at least kept you hidden for the night, and I assume there's some thanks as you're overlooking the place, as you look at the cabin itself off to the side, the well, and the outhouse, and then off in the far corner, sort of, some of you have like seen it a little bit, but as you like giving one last glance, you see a lone gravestone up ahead behind the archery pit.
I think. Oh, you go.
No, you go.
I'm not sure if I have anything for this, like any. I imagine I'd have like. I'm not sure. I think maybe on like the wall or something, or maybe next to the gravestone or something like that. She's just before we go. I think I'm just going to like do like just a light carving of Jingadee's symbol. I know that that's just like a white silhouette of the race, so like it'd just be like a quick sort of maybe as best I can carving of that onto the rock, onto the like stone of the gravestone.
Yeah, so you
And just like bows her head as she does. Like afterwards, like just kind of just like a quick bow and then goes.
You know, just a quick perception while you're there.
Sure, I can do that.
Anyone else can as well who is also doing this. Natural 20.
God, that's a fucking
I think-
bad 20.
I mean, I'll try.
Yeah,
Natty
so
20.
Okay.
I think as you go up to like, you know, just scratch the symbol of Jingadee or Kamashi into the grave, as you can see there, you see like very much like moss has like taken over parts of it. Vines grow around the base and flowers and what like natural flowers are growing all around the area. You scratch off part of the moss to do this, and you see the name. Just simple, just Imvela is just like inscribed, just single name. Hereby.
How's that spelled?
Nice.
There's no last name. And you move aside and you can see that a symbol of Kamashin is already present. Sorry, a symbol of Jingadee is already present on this grave. Clearly etched very finely directly into the stone already by whoever else it was who knew this place and buried this old dragonborn who lived here.
Arthur's going to leave a not lit torch on the grave. Or, before the stone.
Yep.
No words, just that. Or at least no audible words. Actually, wait, does anyone speak Sylvan?
I believe so.
I think Zaz.
He mumbles it pretty quietly, so it's
Sorry,
You speak Sylvan.
I do speak Sylvan.
He's a base.
Yeah. Arthur mumbles something in Sylvan very quietly, but whether you're choosing to listen, that's up to you.
I don't give a shit.
This says, oh really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
As as this brief pause happens for anyone to pay wishes and respects, eventually you all seem ready to get a move on. And as you all start leaning out of the grove back into uncertainty with the chase going on and your plans after you make to the crossroad, everyone, I believe, except Hugin and Christine, as you are walking away, you hear
Damn.
the sounds of digging coming from the gravestone as you're sort of making your way out of vision of the cabin.
Oh. Creepy.
You raise a zombie?
And
Damn, girl, I knew you were a cleric.
I think this is a good place for break.
Yeah.
Put that there in
Yeah.
case, but
You're a good place for break. Go.
Quick shout out before I go. Some of that music, especially the spooky parts, that came from Gilligan's Grave and the people over Nut 19.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was good. They make their latest backer kit thing that they were doing was a bunch of RPG, streamable, royalty-free sort of D&D music. So I backed it. Got some stuff that I made for their old game, and I think it was it's just a very appropriately spooky sort of calm, weird vibe, and I thought that fit all that. So just wanted to shout them out. Get their stuff next year when it comes out, because it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Sounds cool. That's.
I backed it too, so I should be getting it.
I'm gonna go
well.
find a snack.
Maybe I should back that one.
Which one?
The Nat 19 stuff.
The music.
The current one is on Fox Lady. Is on Fox People.
I've got low backer funds because I very much overspent on my last one.
Oh, that's fair.
It's okay. I also got low backup funds because I am poor.
I put max tier for player rollers ones, so I was like, that's a lot of money.
Ah, yeah.
I'm saving up for
Worth it.
tattoos
it's
because
worth
now I've discovered that I can do a booking for my hair maintenance and a tattoo at the same time, and they just do my hair and tattoo me. So
Awesome.
fuck. I've also found because I got this tattoo done today, and that was the first time I'd gone to this person specifically, and I really liked their style. And I thought they were very affordable, so now I'm going to do what I do normally. I find one tattooist and I just go to them constantly, and that's it.
Yeah, now it's gonna start off small, like all these cool little things, and then it's gonna end up with one arm completely covered in the same things as Selena.
No, I've got my Pokemon arm, and I'm gonna get my prehistoric creatures arm. Next one I'm getting is a Thylacoleo with its tail getting bit by a cockatoo. I
Do
have
we have any
a
other
design
special
idea.
interests like legs or Dynamically.
legs are just video games. I went crazy with
That's
that,
fair.
but I'm gonna go more. I'm probably gonna get some it's like homages to my D&D characters on my legs. Like I'm not gonna get like full art done of them, but like I had the idea of like Selena would probably be like a feather that's kind of got like a weird like purpley hue on it with like
Oh yeah.
like kind of but like a little bit damaged at the end of it or something like that.
Ooh.
I have to think about other characters, but I think I'll do
I have
that.
been
I haven't got any on my
debating-
thighs at the moment, so I'm just gonna cover them. Yeah.
I've been debating for so long, like if I ever, because I'm not much of like a tattoo person, but if I do tattoos in the future at all, it's mostly going to be sort of homages to my D&D characters, I think. And
It's a great idea.
I really would love, like, probably maybe my left, to mostly be in the same sort of like patterns, like Kaede. That cool sort of
That'd be cool.
pattern thing. Don't know what I would do with the rest of them, to be honest. There's a good few things I could think of doing, but no idea.
I'm getting a bit of a patchwork sleeve done. So I've got a little Gengar. He's a cute little guy, and I got the Metagross. And then next one from that lot, I'm probably gonna get like a Galissapod or something like that.
Ooh.
And I'm just gonna get that all done up my arm, sort of just
Any smell of
not connected to each other per se. But I'm probably gonna get some cool design behind it to sort of piece it all together. Like
Yeah.
you can sort of get like cool patterning or just something like that. Like I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But we're working on the actual images. So I need to get a little Anomalocaris done at some point because I like my little Cambrian predators. They're cute.
Yeah. I don't know what a normal Karis looks like, so I'm just going to agree with you.
You know what Anomalocaris... You've been married to me for like how many years now? You know what Anomalocaris looks like. They're the Cambrian explosion predators. They're the little squid guys. They're the little like... the funny little... I'm sending you a picture of an Anomalocaris.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Oh my goodness,
Welcome
look
back.
at this little guy. That is actually the coolest design. I'm gonna send that through. I'm gonna send that straight to the fucking Echoes group. Let's get a bigger picture of that. I love him. He's so cute. Oh, that's a really cool design. It seems to me that there are lots of people that like this specific dead animal. It's not.
and back.
It's a fan favorite. Everyone who gives a fuck.
I care about your
All
interests.
speed of car.
I know you do. You know Malakaris. Look at you, he was a good boy.
Oh, no,
Ew,
no.
boo boy.
First ever known predator, as far as we know.
Oh, that guy. Okay, I didn't remember the name.
Yeah.
But I remember the dude.
How cool is the name though? It's really cool.
I always just think Omnomakaris.
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 Things. Yep.
Omnomakaris.
It's a really cool design, actually. It's a really fucking cool design. Holy shit. I need to get a Utah Raptor as well because they are, in fact, my spirit animals.
Cute and boo.
Troodon.
I thought
It's just-
your spirit animal was the Spinosaurus aegypticus.
Nah, Spinosaurus are cool, but they're not my favorite.
Decide if I bother putting my heater on at this point.
I think I like Troodons better. And I think I'd like to get one with, like, Troodon fuck with me. Troodont.
The face I make when I get drama dubbed.
Also, quick apologies. My tone
They left
before
me.
was meant to be 100% in character. I am just really tired, so worried it came across as both.
He's
That's
okay.
fine.
No, Jeremy has not slighted me out of character at all.
How dare
I
he?
think.
That's fucked up. He slices me all the time.
No.
I haven't done anything.
He's like, AJ, can I do a 3 attacks per turn as a rogue and then crit on all of them and can I have a gun? And I'm like, I mean, I
And you
guess.
said yes.
Yeah, that's still a slight. And you know it will be a slight in the future.
The only slides I do is time stop multi attack.
That's the only
If
slight
you
that's
don't say
necessary.
no, you don't set boundaries. It's not my fault.
He's like, can I make I like the one that I got, but can you turn Gunslinger Fighter into Gunslinger Rogue? And I have to sit there and look at him and be like, yeah, alright.
You didn't have to
You do
say
that,
yeah,
you-
alright. You could have said
What the
no, you
fuck,
fucking
man?
idiot. Get out of here.
He would have told me to get fucked. Pretty sure. Guaranteed.
He's already doing big damage. Why does he need to do more big damage?
It's okay, you like Jeremy better than me. It's fine.
He likes him better than most of us. He doesn't do cool shit to me.
Shut the fuck up. Everyone,
I think he likes you best.
Everyone here is
And
changed
that's why.
things.
How about I counter that with lethal frame, time stop attack. Like, I'm just saying, lethal frame.
I mean, but the first time you attack during time stop, it ends time stop.
Look,
If the
at
time
least
stop
you won't know
works.
what hit him.
Alright.
Yeah, but I want a time stop where I can attack it, so I can just be like my cool hero guy Sora.
Let's keep
No.
it to going, because it might be short.
Fuck.
Yep.
As you're beginning
Remember longer.
this section of your travels, as you're back as the guide, you know that it's 3 tiles away, which means you can take this part slowly if you wanted to, and let everyone roll a stealth check to sort of aid in how the tracking is gonna go. But that decision is up to you.
What's their number to? Did it overlap? Is that was the thing? I don't know much. The
As of
pursuit
this
rules.
morning, the enemy will be at 8 and you're at 11.
Yeah, he has got
Still
quite
got
a
a
quite a lead.
We also need to account for the fact we may need a little bit of extra time once we're in the place to sort things before they arrive. But they will find us there eventually.
It is if you do nothing, they will essentially quote unquote catch up as you reach your destination because it's 3 tiles and
Yeah.
every tile is the same. So it's 8 to 11. It's pretty close, but also
So, if we stealth, does that give us a chance to maybe not increase their point, or?
someone can use that as their action to because each of you can take one action during the travel to try and
Right.
give yourself more of a lead. Someone can choose
Right,
to
yeah.
do a stealth check. This is saying basically, if no one does anything, the marker will hit 11. It will match you as you reach there. So only one person needs to make a check and succeed to get you guys there safely.
If you choose to all stealth, it can influence further events if you go slow.
Yes.
In that case, it might be worth going slow, potentially getting advantages on things that we might want to do as well, or we
Yeah.
run into. And if we can stealth our way into where we're going, they won't catch us immediately. Or flick through the crowd.
It'll be a stealth disadvantage for going slow, because you're going slow.
I should do that. Since now we don't have the upper hand of being further ahead, since caught up, quote unquote. It's probably better, in Christine's mind, better to start being much more careful.
Yeah. I'm down with what other people want to do.
What's ultimately Zaz's choice.
Well,
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
I'm gonna tell you what to do.
Bitch, you can try.
I will.
So
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Zaz setting the pace to go slow, and it sounds like someone wants to spend their action to do a stealth check, essentially to help
Well,
obscure the party's.
everyone rolls a stealth check, but
Yeah.
there's an additional stealth check for a delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone roll their initial stealth check, and we'll see how the group is in general. and then whoever wants.
And this one's with
to take-
advantage.
Yeah, this one's
Yes.
with advantage.
Okay, tower or no?
Just
Sorry, I
yeah,
pressed it by
we'll
accident.
do
Seven.
Oh, with advantage? Okay.
Important rolls have not gone above a 5.
19. That's
I am
pretty
not
good.
wearing my armor, so this should come out as flat, but
Does that
yeah,
help?
it does. I will roll again. And
Is
we'll
that
use the higher of
including me,
the two.
or
Yeah.
not because I'm?
Yep.
Okay.
Exact same number both times.
Yeah.
I can't use my
Bad,
cards.
good.
Turns out
good,
the man
bad,
that
good.
has negative dex is bad at stealth.
Alright, and then if anyone is doing delay stealth, go ahead.
Would you?
I would like to.
Would you count this as a? It's not a long rest. No. Okay, mechanically. No, fuck. Never mind.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Since we're already going slow, that means we probably can get away with a little bit more time to do things anyway. Once we you would say while within entirely, like this could be away from where we already rested, right? I assume
Sure.
before we've
Yeah.
moved, sort of. Yeah, you know, somewhere like between here and the next tile. I would like to take a little bit of time to quickly set up, and I will burn 2 of the tents in the back of holding for this to make a fake little camp like we stayed there, or, you know, maybe sleeping there. You know, loose rocks, set up a makeshift campfire.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a
Make it
deception
look
check
like it's
to me.
lit.
Survival check.
I'm assuming you're trying to go for stealth, Akfa.
Yeah, just to, you know, make it look like they're, you know, this could be potentially where we're resting, slow them down a little bit.
Yeah. Like to check the area there it is, like not knowing you guys have already left ages ago. I mean, I know you're fishing for stealth. I feels like I'll
How about
unless
fish
AJ
for
says
survival?
no. Doesn't sound like survival.
Oh, were you asking
yeah.
for a very specific check?
Yeah, so this is the delay roll. It's like you roll a certain number, a certain check, and it determines whether or not you successfully delay them or not.
Yeah, no, I used to use, like, just deciding what check it actually is.
Yeah, to me it sounds deception-y, because you're trying to
It is
deceive
a
them.
mixture of deception, and it's also a mixture of trying to figure out how well I can replicate, okay, what would our party look like in terms of, like, how we would set up usual camp. Which, I mean, that part I would know, but trying to make it look like
Wisdom.
that. So,
Wisdom deception.
I mean, if you allow wisdom
I'm
deception,
trying to help you.
that might be the way to go.
I ain't trying to help. I'll leave it to AJ to make the final call. What role he thinks
I
works
was
here.
gonna go deception, but sure, you can do wisdom deception. Why not?
Can I burn my inspiration on this?
Of course you can.
I just didn't know if you had,
Gotta
if
go
you didn't have
backwards.
deception. So I was like, wisdom though.
No, I don't have deception. I just want to burn something here. It's a
Nice.
flat flat.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, with a 13, you set the camp as best your ability. You do what you can in order to make it look like you guys are staying there, but you don't have a lot of time because you are essentially doing this while everyone else is still going to quickly set it up, make it look lived in, like light and then douse a quick fire so it looks like it's been recently put out, and then run to catch up to everyone. You aren't sure whether or not it's had a good effect, whether it will be taken seriously or have a good effect, or even if they'll stumble across it. But you catch everyone else. Unfortunately, a 13 is not enough to give you a +1.
That's okay. Goodbye, those 2 tents. We'll miss you.
Yep.
I'll buy new ones
Good
eventually. Well, it was either that or burn the create bonfire, but I think this was easier. Wasn't confident I could make the roll.
Sure, yeah, you do have to roll it. But it also helped. I'm trying to think if I've got anything, but I don't know. It's 2 per thing, or is it 2 per tile? I forget
Since
what
it
was.
really doesn't make any sense for a 2 per tile thing, given the initial idea was, everyone had to go, but now it's limited per day, and your day travel will
Yes.
end you there anyway.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
do whoever wants to, just get them done now.
Yes.
and then we'll just move you guys to the end with any encounters that go along with that. So,
Cool. I'm just trying to think if I've got anything, but I don't know if I do.
the Aqua's up here, so
Absolutely.
yep, go for it, Tez.
I would like to change things up and use a. So she got that sense of the crossroads was being that sort of meeting point for the winter and the summer fae. So there's that like weird like contradiction of magic next to each other. She's going to try and sort of like get a feel of that with an Arcana roll. I will burn a first level slot for this one because I have a fair few of those left over. And yeah, she's just to get that feel of those two kind of conflicting magics to try and lead us down the best, quickest path. Somewhere like just really not steer off the path, sort of thing, so we can, her a bit faster.
Yeah. I don't see why not. That's we're burning a slot, so +1 to the check.
Yeah. So got a +6. I'm just gonna like figure that out manually. So it'll be a +7. Oh, fuck me. Hang on. Do I have a thing? Oh, I don't think it works for that anyway. I do favored by the gods. That's just you fail a saving throw or miss an attack. Shit, it doesn't work for skill checks. Ugh. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I don't even have inspiration. That's 9. Sorry, 10.
It's a 10?
That's a 10.
That is just... So, you do your best to follow us, but unfortunately the magic here is so foreign to you that while you're able to potentially avoid a few strange things and lead you guys in the right way, it doesn't end up saving you any time in the long run of things. That is just enough to not be a -1. Because if you had a 9, that would have been a -1. But that is also a 0.
Alright,
The marker is still 11 to 8. So that leaves Inazaz, Christine, and Hugin.
Cool. I am going to do to the best of my abilities, knock over some brush and make it extremely hard to follow.
Create obstacles, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're fishing for athletics.
Fire?
Yeah.
You want to burn things, Kay?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you'll think... Are you going for Arcana as well?
I was gonna, whatever, I was just gonna Burning Hands and chuck in some things, but sure.
Oh, yeah. You do what you think works. Hugin, you can roll your athletics check for obstacles and want to create problems. Christine, if you're burning spell slots, what level spell slot you burn?
I'm just trying to remember how the tiefling stuff works, if it's only that or if I can use them at levels as well.
I think you can optionally cast it, because it's like the spell. You can cast it with a level slot as well.
Cool.
And a 3rd level that is an auto success.
Yeah, well, I think I was going to go for 3rd level. The idea of it literally just being like even though Burning Hands is technically instantaneous, it's that sort of thing of like, because we have that little bit of extra time, it's almost condensing it into just like a flamethrower, just like moving her hand across just to kind of like burn like any sort of things that have been knocked down that create like hard passages for her to get through, making it even worse in the surrounding area around it as well. Like, so they have to like either wide berth or go through it. I mean, they could, but they are, fire aligned, but still going to be annoying for certain other people who might be with them.
Yeah, between Hugin, you smash up the trail behind you, because like you guys are traveling down these narrow paths and whatnot. You do your best to make it so it's going to be difficult for mounted individuals to follow you. People on foot really won't have the hardest time, but they will still have difficult following you on mounted. Give it a +1 with your roll, and then Christine, you burn your spell slots. While unfortunately fire itself isn't going to be much of a deterrent to these summer fae who are mostly immune to fire, it will obscure the passage you guys are going and make it so the area will be even harder to traverse. So yeah, no, that's +2, which puts you guys at 13 to 8. So at this point, you get there, you'll get there without being caught up to.
Thanks, guys.
If Inazaz wants to do anything, he still can.
I had a little bit too much fire. That's all I had.
It's a little redundant at this point.
Yeah, you can choose to do nothing. That's fine.
Maybe
Such a
bigger number
lead.
means more time.
I bet I will, in conjunction with
Makes it go down.
Christine's burning hands, is I'll throw out a plant growth to fuel the fire, so to speak.
Alright. Another big spell in order to for the instant success.
Covers tracks as well.
Yeah. Boom, plants, flame, obstacles, all working in conjunction. That's plus
Good
3,
luck,
so that's
bitch.
yeah, 14 to 8. Alright, easy. You burn all the actions you can, you give yourself as much of a lead as possible, you create as many obstacles, and you get going. Feel free to start moving the 3 tiles you guys are traveling today. And AJ will interrupt when things happen. That would fucking throw us through a loop.
Alright.
This one.
As you all, as you
Damn.
cross the threshold into your first one, there is a bit of a hurdle. As what's everyone's passive perceptions?
11.
11.
Big can crack.
High five.
I need Peppy for this. This is the biggest encounter I've ever rolled.
14.
Darren did roll 2.
I'm not rolling.
I believe I am just at a flat 10 at the moment.
How'd you have a what?
Yeah, I got alert. I can't be surprised, but it doesn't do anything to perception.
Oh.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, Arkva, Inazaz, and Terra would hear noises coming. It's not traveling, but it is coming up to a location near where you're going, as you all sort of quickly duck to the side. The 3 of you spot what looks like a small group of centaurs, where there are 2 of them sort of standing next to this third one who's lying on the ground, seemingly injured by something. This decision comes down to if the face wants to try and interact, or if you want to use the stealth checks you all rolled before to ignore the situation.
I am more than happy to try and interact and help. But if the party are vehemently against that, I'm not gonna fight it.
I think from Christine's point of view, it's more like a, are you sure we should? Like intervene.
Do they look like they're just centaurs? Do they look like they're like they got anything that kind of makes them look like they're summer, sort of like they're from the summer court?
As far as this is going, like they've got symbols on them. None of them seem to trigger anyone's like, oh, it's a symbol of the summer court. They're probably some nomadic tribe of centaurs.
That's chill.
Unaffiliated with anyone that probably just reside within the Wildeer. But
I think
that doesn't necessarily mean their allegiances are shown. It just means that, as far as you can tell
It's
at
not.
first glance, they seem to be unaffiliated.
Okay. I think that if you were to fall and be hurt, and I didn't have the means to heal you, if someone were to come and help you, I would be very grateful. I need help. And we need friends. So unless anyone has any disagreements, I'd like to help.
It's no argument from me.
No one says
She
anything. Yeah,
doesn't
she
say
just
anything. Yeah.
she sort of like, I guess, like approach the group in a way that's like as passive as possible, like that kind of like let them know that she's there, but like try not to sort of sneak up on them. Like, excuse me, would you like some help? I've got healing. They seem injured.
Roll a persuasion check.
Sure.
Would you have been against Christine just sort of being a bit like behind, like not too far, but like with you at least?
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah. Christine's mind, it's better to not just be alone, just in case it's like, oh, random stranger all alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will roll persuasion. That's a 19.
The older one of the two standing sort of looks at you, and the other one that seems to be as young as the one that's hurt, like he gets up on his back hooves and starts like making aggressive things as the older one slaps him on the head. Yeah, and then speaks in a very deep voice, Sylvan. You may approach.
Thank you. I don't understand Sylvan. But...
One of the two people here who can speak Sylvan can translate for you.
Akbar's actually caught by surprise on that for once. Oh. One sec. He said you can approach.
Thank you. I have magic or I have a potion. Which would you prefer? She sort of just like pulls out one of her potions.
Akbar will translate the words back and forth for this. Though keep in mind, while he will translate the words, he never really unequips his weapons, so he's kind of ready for if he needs it.
The translation seems to be helping for the younger ones in particular. The elder centaur seemingly can understand common, but is choosing not to speak if he can speak it. But he responds with, "A young elven monk has broken his leg. Whatever you feel will suffice, and remedying the situation somewhat would be beneficial."
Well, yeah. She approaches, and I am going to be generous, and I'm going to dump a 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay.
We don't have lesser, do we? No, we don't.
As she sort of just gently touches down on the injured spot and just like puts the magic in. Do you need me to roll anything, or?
No, that's all good.
No.
As
As you put the magic into to heal, like you see, it's like centaurs with the bottom half of a horse. A broken leg for them is a serious injury. 3rd level cure wounds though is a serious heal. You watch as the muscles, like the bone reknits itself into the correct area. The muscles, like the balled up tendons, realign correctly, and they slowly pan out. While it doesn't completely alleviate the long-standing issue, it stops the immediate, like it makes it it's healed enough they can stand on it. This isn't a powerful enough spell to completely negate all of the effects, but it clearly helps a lot.
it'll get him back.
It's a leg injury.
It'll get him back to camp for him to proper rest, sort of deal.
Yeah.
You see as the centaur stands back up. Those who see Sylvan, he says to the others that he feels better. It's like I can stand. Probably can't gallop, but I can canter. It should be good. And the others are all like excited. They're clearly like stepping around, doing that thing horses do, where they quickly like do that like quad step in a spot with like a bit of energy, as they seem excited by the fact that it's the heal has worked so effectively. The older one turns back to basically looks at you, Selena, then looks at Arkver, and Sylvan is like, "We thank you for your help. It is rare that we find many out here in the forest who are willing to aid. This is not where we."
will add something back. Sorry, continue, and then I will.
It's like, these are not our normal planes we run in. Too many tripping hazards. And then in very rough common, he looks at Selena and just goes, "Thank you."
He just sort of just politely nods and kind of just sort of moves away a little bit just to sort of move back.
Before you move on, two things. One, while rest will be necessary, I would strongly recommend splinting that if you have the capability to do so. At least in the material plane, it's what we do for injured legs.
He waves a hand, and Sylvan is like, "We are Centaur. We know how leg injury works."
Mm-hmm. Just being
like, you hear the younger one that wasn't falling down. He's lucky he didn't get the bow.
that was scary.
Fucking hell, AJ.
Secondly, I may regret asking this, but if this is not your familiar grounds, were you chased away from where you should be?
No. We venture far. Our lands are to the west. Open plains and rolling fields, great place to stretch our legs. We travel to trade, to buy and sell, to find things worth selling and buying. If Tara was here, she would know, but Inazaz, you probably also know at least somewhat that the area both around free trade and below the opposite side of the river that runs through there, that's a very common area for centaurs to be. So they're basically heading back to where I think it's known as the rolling plains, which is just where you'd find most centaurs in the Feywild. So story adds up essentially.
Thank you for your time. Travel safe. The party with me would say the same if they... Well, you understand a bit of the common, it seems.
If your tribe needs something, we, the Clefdales, are duty-bound to help when needed.
When the time comes, we may see if you can help us get out of the Feywilds at some point. We will see.
They're looking mutter quickly and Sylvan amongst them, and the elder one looks back and goes, If you find us in our homes, you find our planes, and if you need a way out, while there are rare in the fields, we travel far, we may know word of where one is. So, if you seek a way out, at least try to find us and we will help you. If there's another way we can help before then, we owe you.
Safe travels.
You as well.
All three do a bow. The other two get on their front legs. The injured one just keeps his horse feet where he is and bows with his man torso.
I will try to match that in the way that a Leonin would.
And yeah, as they finish bowing, quick talk, and then they start to journey on, giving a polite wave as they head off, away from you all, clearly heading to their way home. A chance encounter on the road.
Briefly back to common once they leave. They may be willing to help us in the future. For now, though, we should continue on quickly.
Yeah, agreed.
As you keep traveling on, what you don't see is about an hour or so later, as the centaurs are traveling through the forest, a group of Summer Fae catch up to them in the woods They stop them, and in Sylvan they ask them if they've seen travelers on the road, if they've seen people who move through here, describing you all to them, and the centaurs look amongst each other, and the elder goes, "We have not seen anyone," and they keep going.
Yes.
I was waiting for they fail their deception check and then they murder the centaurs.
Oh, oh
That
my
would've been
god.
brutal. That's why it took an extra time unit, because they were too busy doing that.
I do really like it when my character's niceness pays off.
Mhm.
The fact that
Yeah,
yeah,
if you-
travel in a
Torture me.
trading pack reminded Arkver of his previous run-ins with traveling groups of mixed species,
Other way
the
around.
cow kind.
As you can progress down to your next tile.
Get back up. Get back up.
Heads north. Where are you going, sir?
I'm gonna fight her.
I'm gonna fight a
No, hang on. We go back to the other tile.
We're going back to the cabin.
He's just like,
Look, I feel like he had. He's been
I left
informed
my
a little bit
keys.
about what kind of was happening with, like, you know, some, you know, like, all right, let's get back then. Get back.
Taking you bitches back here. I'm gonna make a deal.
We're going
Get
back.
the feeling Terra would still be trying to also help guide us in this direction, even with that lack of information.
Yeah, no, as she is doing so, this actually comes into effect a bit now as well, because
I
of
do.
your assistance. Ooh, interesting.
You're welcome.
Yay!
She briefly holds her hand out as you guys are traveling. She sort of makes her way forward in front of Zaz as you are very close to where you need to go, but she stops you as she points her hand in the air and notices that there is another sort of squadron of giant dragonfly riders. Like, there seems to be about 3 of them, as they all sort of buzzing next to each other in sort of a triangle formation. Then after a brief second, they all split off, with one of them seemingly going towards the crossroads, almost parallel with you.
Hmm.
We just shoot him out of the air now.
We still need to get to the crossroads, and I feel like we're gonna want to go under, like, go to ground as soon as we get there. Like, try to
Yeah.
find Terra's friends and just either get in and get out as quickly as possible, or find somewhere to be hidden in the crossroads itself. I don't know, but
That'd be
I feel
really
like-
funny though.
It would be pretty funny.
She mentions, it's like, I don't think they spotted us, but we could, if we wanted to, we could take care of this group that's coming to the crossroads, so we can use the leeway we've got to go around.
My wonder
Combat
is
or
if
not combat.
my wonder is if we were to engage with these people, if they were able to get word off quickly, or lack of a check-in to whoever would contact them.
Scouts and the lack of check-in is also concerning.
Hmm.
You said one flyer?
There was a group of 3, but they split off. One is going sort of parallel to you.
Yeah.
I do have something that would pin them to the ground.
If that were to work, it could be quick and hopefully within a few seconds. What have you got?
Look, the spell is Earthbind. I have Earth.
Yeah, yeah. Got ya.
Spell.
How high up are they?
They're a solid, like, 40, 60 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of between that
Not the
area.
worst in the world.
Making their way, sort of making their way. Like they were at
Downtown?
60 and then they made their way down to about 40 to fly that way.
Does Earthbind reach that?
Earthbind has a range of 300 feet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it within range? Is it within range?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that backup in case it doesn't work?
A second Earthbind.
Fucking do it again.
The fucking second level spell slot. I've got all my spell slots except the third because you know when I didn't use them it was before we didn't have our long rest.
It's just pinching my nose like, oh my fucking Christ. Oh my multiple gods into the 9 hells. This is stupid. Okay,
Machine brought them
sure.
down.
Theoretically as well, I could actually just get the rider themselves. Right in front of us, if I wanted to. We have alternatives at least, I guess. Is this something we want to do right now, or do we risk letting them through and just trying to lay low?
It is up to you
Is that-
all.
Is our plan to rush in, find Sarah's friend, the same one that we were talking to before, and what, just try to hide with them?
If
all goes well, we could maybe rest there, but we might have to prepare for the pack. We won't be able to rest there either.
Crossroads is right on the influence of several different
Hmm.
I'm going to say lords for the sake of forgetting a word here.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, right? So,
The crossroads is specifically just a meeting point between the Winter Court and the Summer Court. People can visit there, but like that's basically what it's there for.
I'll say as a way of helping us make decisions. You see the one flyer. They fly low. You move forward a bit because you're deciding whether or not to engage.
Yeah.
As you do, you're moving towards a tree line, and you see as the flyer comes down below the tree line for a moment, about 20 feet off the ground, and coming into view, clearly having not spotted you guys yet, are these three elves dressed up in like light armor and whatnot with bows and swords, mounted on the back of these like large, basically flaming chickens.
Nice.
The dragonfly rider comes in low. The buzzing of the wings loud, like very loud enough to cover your own footsteps moving in. He pulls flags out, signals. One of the mount riders pulls a flag out, signals back as they're communicating. Because the sound here is so loud they can't talk. But you can see that like they don't see you. If you all want to fight, you have the initiative essentially.
Yeah.
If you want to leave though, currently they can't. They don't see you.
Because I was thinking that if he continues this way to go to the crossroads, if we go around, he'll make it to the crossroads before we will, and potentially spread the word, making it more difficult for us to keep a low profile. But if we take him out, then when we get there, we will have a moment to breathe.
Going around, just so for you guys, isn't you going like here than here? It's just in the same tile, keeping a wave
A wide
around
berth,
a
yeah.
wide berth.
Okay.
Theoretically, you'd
So
ride
we
at
won't
the
get
same
there
time.
before we will.
Yeah, it's just a matter of if you want to fight them to stop information from leaking, or if you wanted to use this opportunity that you know that they can't see you to sneak past.
I'd say if we end up doing this, like close to Zaz, because buzzing, then we need to then be on extreme alert to find this person. Either get a place of rest, or if we don't, we leave. We cannot stick around too long.
really
And
know
if we
anyone
don't do
else.
this, Does the plan change?
Well, we can't predict how they're gonna
Hmm.
react. Getting in there, maybe it's just checking if we're there. Because they know we're heading this direction.
Hostility might further encourage the other side to take us in.
Well, the two sides are at war.
How are we all
Right.
to take this down? Everyone okay if things go awry right now?
I mean, they're not at war. The Wintercourt's been asking Papa for, been asking him for help. We haven't done anything.
So you're not enemies per se, but definitely don't like each other. And there's... Maybe we could offer to help in their place. That is something we considered. I'm fine with a fight if it needs to happen. I would like to avoid it, personally. Or, alternatively, since we're so close to the place, I could give someone a bit of extra oomph in their step. Get in, find a place for us to hide for the night, day.
No, let's
what?
not do that again.
It's not what I was saying we should do. Just, it's an option. Or if someone needs to run and, one of us is a bit slower, it's there.
I say we take the opportunity. Daz is, well, got a point. If we can get the lack of information out there, explain it to a friend, we might be able to make this a bit easier without fully getting caught. And hopefully by the time information does end up spreading, we would have had some rest. Then we can just quickly leave.
Odds are someone in the crossroads would find what they did to Terra despicable. Whatever that was. Right? Looks to the two people that could potentially answer about the people in the Feywild and realizes neither could really answer that. Right. Going off the logic of our plane, people would find that despicable.
If we're doing this, Akvo and Hugan, keep an eye on the people on the ground. If we can't bind the dragonfly, I'm very at least going to try to get that person off of it.
On it.
Just be prepared for whatever may come next. Keep an eye on their range.
So you're all going to move in to engage, try to deal with these guys before they can move on?
Yeah,
Alright.
I have a
As-
backup at least.
Alright. As you all organize yourselves to push forward, moving in silently as they do not know you're there, we'll roll initiative next time.
Yeah. We'll end it there.
At the end session here. This is gonna be a short one.
Yep. A day.
We'll end here. Natural fucking 20. Man.
No.
There's no. But yeah. So end session here. Next time we will begin with initiative and the surprise round that you all get, as Terra's perception check was high enough that you will get a surprise round if you choose to engage. So I
Nice.
have a feeling that these scouts are gonna get their ass beat. Six shades of shit.
Yeah, if they're not getting bound to the floor, this motherfucker's gonna be teleported in front of a tiger. Cat.
Hmm?
Are we about to fight chocobos?
No,
Yeah,
they're
we
also
are.
Kind of.
Legally distinct.
You said fire chicken, so...
Striders.
Solar chocobos.
Yo, KFC.
They're kind of.
This episode sponsored by KFC.
No, no, no,
No.
no,
The zinger's back.
no.
Give me a Zinger
I kinda
Bento
wanna zing it
box
now.
for real. The Mega Chicken Bento. Alright.
It'd be a dream to be sponsored by KFC. Are you kidding me? The amount of fucking money I've spent to that place.
Well, players
Yeah.
have any information they wish to plug?
No.
Alright.
Okay, fuck you, Kev.
And for Terra, though, I actually know I was going to say, given what's happened, I can't say details, obviously. The streams may be delayed. We were going to do some V-Rising on Monday over on It's a Series, but it may be called off depending on how they're feeling. So there's a potential there. That's all I got. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm drawing stuff.
Yay.
Yay!
Oh, hella art.
Amy?
That's true.
I'm Darren. I do Dark Souls everything. I'm playing through all the FromSoft games, the Soulsborne ones that I can on PC on Tuesdays. I am in Dark Souls 3 now. I beat 2 weeks ago. That's Tuesday. That's basically all I do. My wife draws amazing art. She does these cool packs that we sell on Roll20 and Fantasy Ground stores. They have dragons in them. We have all the metallics, and soon we have 2 chromatics, brass
All the way
and gold.
All the way around.
Right. We have all the chromatics and 2 metallics to do, brass and gold, and soon to be bronze. Please check
He's
them
a
out
streamer.
because they're awesome art.
Yeah.
Look pretty pretty. And bronze dragons, hand down, the art I've seen, it's gonna look good as shit because bronze dragons are the best dragons.
Jimmy?
Gimme?
Be cool.
I have finished the Stardew Valley for now. So I will be deciding what I'm streaming next. I might be streaming. I might finish streaming. Claire Obscured because I've been meaning to for a while. We got our boy. We lost our boy Gustav. So we got another boy, and he's quite handsome, and I would kiss him, but I'm not so sure about him. Not so sure about Verso. But yeah, play some of that. I've just been playing some Slay the Spire and chilling. But yeah, that's me.
Very fair. For me,
And then Jeremy, go Jeremy!
Yeah, Jeremy.
Not.
And then AJ!
Don't come to my house or my work, says Jeremy.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Don't at me because I don't know what that means.
For me, Tuesday is more Fallout New Vegas, doing the Honor Starts DLC in New Vegas. Wednesday, me and Kay are on our PB for the Soul Link. We're about to hit up Sunny Shore City. Sunny Shore City. Blah.
Yeah, that is shitty.
Better shit. We probably will lose. Hopefully we can
Kill me.
get through that and the Victory Road next week, and I think that'll be good progress.
Then we'll win on a cheated run.
It's not cheated. We were just being kind to ourselves for once after the bullshit we put ourselves through. And then yeah, Thursday is more Bringus Farms Expanded, Stardew Valley with mods. We're in the start of fall. I think literally the start of fall. Gonna go shopping.
At 4-1.
Gonna be filling that shit with pumpkins and all other things.
We have a huge farm that is all watered automatically now.
And Darian is salivating at the opportunity to finish the fishing bundle.
Dude, we can finish like so many bundles this season. Like 4, I think, entire rooms can be finished this season.
I might get married next
I
time.
really feel like you'd
Oh, no,
enjoy
no,
the is it the Ocean Museum mod? I forget what it's called. Aquarium.
Ooh.
That's it.
Darian does not enjoy the aquarium. Darian just enjoys making profit.
No, wait, does that add an aquarium?
I mean, it's like a secondary museum, but you put fish in it.
You told me
give
you're
a
gonna
shit.
have my aquarium dates.
Listen, I have automated like 40 crab pots that every day pay us out like $4,000 in fish. It's great.
my aquarium Yuri dates.
I will grab it and put it in the friend chat for you.
Friday is going to be Hero's Journey, some more Skyward Sword. I am wrapping up what looks like this Song of the Hero stuff, and we might be on the last dungeon after that. So I might go around collect things, but probably not. Yeah, we'll wrap up that soon enough, and then next week, to a shock to everyone, we'll be back with Guardians Rebirth, chapter 50 something?
Jesus.
It's been a while.
Cool. Can't fucking wait. Been a while.
51 even. Yeah. And then we'll be back with this in 2 weeks' time on the 18th, hopefully, for session 103. Until then, have a good night, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
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 Boy.
Bye bye.